we've got a flat. We got my flat like last month, but we've just not like actually moved down yet. Cause I don't think I could break my mum's heart like that, man.
Aww.
Like before Christmas, because my sister's just moved out in July, I think.
Oh, that's a sin.
I know. So then it's like
they
me
find
leaving.
it really hard.
I
My
know.
mum and dad found it really hard.
Did that's fine, mate. I go for it. I mean, all it anyways. That's chill, bro. That's sound. But my mum was just like, I was saying the other day, I was like, I couldn't really like, understand where she was coming from. And then I sat and deeped it for a wee second. I'm like, that's all like 2 babies just out of the house. That's it. And I don't know. I did felt bad for her. But I think the good thing for me is like, I still need to be up in Scotland a lot. Obviously, I'm doing Hunters of Shit with Black Roosters and all that, and I've got the pod here now. I don't want to move that. So that's the exact reason that I chose it. To be fair, it's so I can like come like back and forward.
So will you come like every week?
I'm planning on being like every second week.
Right.
Like I've still got a season ticket for Celtic and all that. So I want to go to the games. Like that first before seeing like my family and all that one. But I've got like stuff that I need to do. Black Rooster, I've actually like working with them like a lot of courses and stuff now. So
that's so cool.
I know. It means you know yourself. It's not really that far away. Did you used to live there?
What, in Black Rooster?
No. I just put a wee tent in the back of fucking Preston Black Rooster. No, Manchester.
Oh no, Molly lived there.
I thought that because I was actually playing COD with my pal earlier, and he was saying, "No, I'm pretty sure that you went down," but I thought it was
Molly lived there, and I was just always there.
I was in Black Rooster, man. That's funny as fuck. Right, that's going to be a weird question. Did your mum text you before you came here? No.
Did she text me?
Yeah, we've got a mutual connection.
Oh, yes!
Did she?
No, sorry, she said it in person to me. I thought you'd set up some text. I was like,
your mum's in the podcast.
No, she earlier on, I was in my mum and dad's getting a parcel, and she was like, "Oh, Megan, come here," and I was like, "What?" And is it your uncle?
My godfather is he's technically one of those ones. He's technically my uncle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she said. So she was like, "What? Small world." I was like, "That is a small world."
So we were actually on the way up to a Celtic game like ages ago or whatever, and then he was telling me he was watching your TV show.
Oh, no way!
The influencer TV show, and then I texted
That's
him.
So funny.
I know, but I thought that he'd said that he worked with like your mum and dad or something.
Yeah, worked with my mum.
So she's into like the mental health nursing and that as well. He was like quite high up in mental health. He's retired and that now, but because I didn't know if she would have knew him, and then I was like, no, she definitely will. Did she say anything about John? No.
She just said she used to work with him.
He's just like, he's mental, do you know what I mean? Like, in a good way, but like, see, you would know who he is. Like, see, if he was in the mental health block, he'd be like the loudest person there. He's a good guy, man. He's very chatty and stuff. But talk to me about the second season of the TV show then, because you've literally just announced that today.
Yeah, I had just announced today it's going to be out on the 8th of January.
The 8th, yeah.
I'm terrified.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why?
It's so scary, and it's kind of how I feel about like doing like even like this, for example.
Were you nervous for this coming up here?
A wee bit, yeah.
Because we're not met, well, we kind of have, but not really.
Do you know what it is? Like, it's so bizarre because I literally, my job is to film myself every single day anyway, but that's because I have control of the content.
Right, okay.
And like, I find it really scary, like handing that control to someone else.
Yeah.
And maybe not so much like this, but like with a TV show, it is a TV show. So like, it needs to be exciting to watch.
Yeah.
So I can't say too much, but obviously like a TV show, it needs to have drama and it needs to have like a bit of oomph to it. So like,
yeah. People are tuning in.
Yeah, it's like you don't know what they're going to do with what you filmed, put it that way. So that is just scary, but I am excited for it. Like, it was filmed during like a really nice, like exciting, crazy time of my life. So I'm so excited to sit back and like watch that again. Because I don't really remember it. Like, see, moving out, I don't remember moving out. Like, it was such a chaotic time. I don't even remember the date or anything. So it'd be nice to like be able to go back and watch these kind of memories.
Yeah. When did you move out then?
July.
And you're staying yourself, yeah?
I love myself.
How is that?
Fine.
Is it?
Yeah, honestly, I send all my parcels to mum and dad, right? So I go down all the time, and my mum and dad's neighbour often takes some of my parcels because mum and dad like are always at work. So I went to his door and he was like, "How are you getting on living yourself?" He was like, "Are you not really lonely?" And I was like, "Do you know what? I'm actually not, because my flat's never empty. Yeah. Like, I might live myself, but all that means is I pay my bills myself. But I've always got someone there. Yeah. Like, my boyfriend stays a few times a week. My friend Nadine may as well move in at this point.
You should just say all the time.
I honestly, I probably only spend like one night myself a week.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't feel like I'm alone. If I was myself and I didn't have a choice, I'd probably hate it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I like make my dinner and I sit at the table and I'm like, this is quite sad.
You feel like a bad loner.
I'm like, oh, look at me just sitting myself like dinner for one. But no, I do love it. But yeah, I like that I have permanent company because I would get quite lonely.
Do you not think it's quite good, like spending a wee bit of time yourself in that as well? Like I fucked off to Tenerife this year myself.
I seen that.
I was just like, it was class. It was good, like waking up and like my bird's gonna love hearing this, but like it was good, like waking up and like not having to think about like what anybody else wants to do, if you know what I mean? Like just going and doing like your own thing and that. But I feel like you kind of learn a lot about yourself.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
So I used to hate being myself, right? Like I really, really just used to hate my own company. And then when COVID came, I kind of struggled with that because I was like, oh my God, like I get such bad cabin fever. Like see, the only time I'd experienced that, I don't know if you remember this, it was years ago, there was really bad snow. And like everything shut, like you couldn't go anywhere. And I remember being like, this is rotten. Like I hate this. Like I was still at school and I was like, I hate that I can't go to school. Like I thought this is terrible. And then COVID came and it was like that times 1,000.
I know, see that first week, man, I was like hitting a badge and I was like, are we ever going to get out of this?
I absolutely hated it. Like some people were like, oh, bring back lockdown. I'm like, oh my God, I'm moving planet if that happens.
You're not about that?
No,
like,
I hate it.
During lockdown, I was like, I hated it. I just wanted it to end. But see, sometimes when I go on TikTok and it's that wee tune, it's like, I make a cup of coffee. You know that one? And I'm like, it makes you feel a type of way a wee bit. You're like, the world felt like different then. It
felt fake. Like I actually feel like that was like some sort of like game show we were on. Like when I think about that, that was crazy. But I hated lockdown. Like as well, I wasn't furloughed and I still worked. Well, I mean, I work now, but I was employed at the time. And I was the only person in the office. It was literally Groundhog Day. I was like, this is horrific. Like all my friends were like, this is fun. I'm getting a suntan out the back garden, doing yoga or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm in the office myself, going insane.
Do you not think though that since like COVID, right, since lockdowns and that, do you not think the world's been a wee bit weird?
It's definitely different.
It does. It feels different. Like I feel like time goes a lot faster.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like how the fuck are we in like December?
I don't know where this year's went. I'm terrified. It's Christmas a week today. I'm terrified.
I know.
Where's the time going?
Man. I done a run in like July or whatever, but I didn't even realise it was July. And I went on my phone the other day and seen that and I was like, that was like sick. But it felt like fucking yesterday. Do you know what I mean? It's actual para,
I know,
man.
it's
mental,
terrifying.
Man. I know. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
You're a very hard girl to get a hold of, man.
I know,
very
sorry.
Hard. That's all right, G. I think actual messages like
sorry, even as a boyfriend, I am I'm literally
didn't ask your boyfriend?
No, I said as a boyfriend. I didn't even reply to him.
I was like, did I ask your boyfriend? Fuck, maybe I messaged that many people trying to get you on. Maybe I didn't that.
No. I'm unreachable, so don't take it personally.
It's all good. I messaged, Matthew Darcy.
I
messaged him because I seen that you were at some night with him and I'd like sent you like 3 voice notes or whatever and I was like, can you please like just give a wee nudge? But you were in Paris and stuff like that, so yeah. How was that?
Oh, it was so good. I love Paris, No, it was such a good time.
I'm not like dying to go there, but like
I think that's a boy thing. Yeah. I feel like guys don't love the idea of Paris. It probably is more like girly, like going and drinking wine and eating croissants and seeing knife, whatever. Like I suppose that is probably stereotypically more of a girly trip.
I like croissants.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? Croissant. Who doesn't love a pastry?
I know, who doesn't love a pastry? I was in fucking Lidl Bakery the other day, by the way.
Lidl Bakery's
that was actually the first time I'd ever been there.
What?
How mental's that, man? I know.
Oh, I love Lidl Bakery.
It's unreal, man. I get like a mad like salted pretzel and then I get a mad like chocolate croissant. Oh my God, it's unbelievable,
it's
man.
Good. It's where it's at.
See, to go back to Paris, by the way, there's something called, have you heard of the Paris syndrome?
No.
So the Paris, can we look that up? So this is like an actual disease, not a disease, but like that's a big extreme, fuck's sake. But it's like an actual like kind of symptoms that like people get. Right. So Paris syndrome is a sense of extreme disappointment exhibited by some individuals when visiting Paris.
Oh.
Who feel that the city was not what they expected. The condition is fucking hell. Why did I say that like that? The condition is commonly viewed as a severe form of culture shock. But I seen that and it was like, apparently people actually come back and they're like, oh, I had Paris syndrome.
Right.
Mental that they just like, they go over there with all these expectations.
I have heard that.
I like the Eiffel Tower and that, and then they get there and they're like, oh, it's kind of shit. You know what I mean?
What is shit about the Eiffel Tower? It's humongous.
I know, I don't get that, to be fair.
And when it twinkles at night, it's magic.
It does look nice, to be fair. It does look nice, but Paris syndrome, I
have heard a lot of people like have beef with Paris.
Yeah, no, I have.
People hate Paris, but I love Paris personally.
Fair dues, right? Listen, we've got a fun podcast, right? But we need to get through all the kind of boring shit first of all, about influencing. Probably used to this, but for an audience maybe tuning into me that maybe doesn't know what influencing is, to the muggles like my mum and my gran tuning in.
Sure.
It's only older people have got tuning in. What is influencing? Nice and simple.
That is a question.
That is a question. What is it, man?
So, influencing, I get a wee bit scared like using the word influencing, like saying I'm an influencer, because to influence someone you have to have like this like power to like change someone's mind essentially. So I wouldn't say I am an influencer, I'd say I'm a social media influencer.
Okay.
So that I'm taking away any pressures of like
changing people's minds.
Yeah, being like a god in some ways. I don't know. That's up for debate.
Like fashion wise and all that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I know, maybe. You were digging my wee outfit tonight, you know?
But yeah, being a social media influencer, I'm essentially posting on social media in an outfit or with a product, creating content in that, and hopefully on the back of that content, people will purchase that item.
And every posting that you're putting up, is it like not you selling something, but is it like branded or advertised, or is it like some posts that you'll just put up what you want to? Or is it like a strict schedule that you need to kind of stick by?
I definitely don't only post ads or brand deals, because I think that's just like, one, people will just see right through that. Like you're not really a person anymore, you're just doing a job at that point. So I make a conscious effort that it's not just ad. Like sometimes if things are like really busy, like Black Friday, it's ad. And like, I'm like, oh no, like this is like not a good look. So I do try and post as much like organic content. So it's just like me living my life and what I would post if I wasn't a social media influencer. So I do my best to post a bit of both. And scheduling wise, if it's a paid post or an ad, the brand will tell you when that's going up. Like you can't just like put it up willy-nilly. Like there's a strict like date, sometimes a time, all these requirements and rules to follow, just like any job. Yeah,
I know that myself, to be fair. Like I'm posting recipes with brands and stuff like that as well. It is quite strict. But do you have like a manager that deals with all that, in the sense that like you're not obviously directly talking to the brand, and that manager is part of Aquarius? Yeah, cool. Right, we'll get onto that in a wee second, right?
Sure.
But let's go back to the start then. What was Megan? By the way, sorry, Megano, where's this came from, by the way?
So when
I call you Megan or Megano?
You call me whatever you want.
I've been kind of like switching it up a wee bit. I think I said Megano to you at the start.
Whatever rolls off the tongue, I've definitely been called
Megano.
worse.
I like Megano.
I like Megano too.
I know, it's cool, man.
Where Megano came from, my dad always used to do like an Italian accent. I don't know why. He'd be like, Megano. Like, I don't know. I just always remember that from being a wee girl. Yeah. So when I made my Instagram, like I just made my Instagram when I was in school, like everyone else was doing, not expecting it to one day be my job. So Megano Welsh was taking like the Instagram handle, and I was like, oh, I'll try Megano Welsh. So that was free. And then when this started to become my job, I was like, is that a bit weird? Like, and nobody knows my name. People think I'm Megano Welsh, or people think I'm Megan Olivia Welsh.
See, I actually did just think your name was Megano for a bit.
Yeah, and then people also think my name is Megano. People are like, where's that from? I'm like, no, it's just Megan.
The Italian part of Crookston. I know, Black Roosters. You live there, right? Yes.
So then it just stuck with Megano. Yeah. But there is honestly constant confusion. Like even brands send me parcels and it says Megan O''Welsh.
Also, people think, right,
people think I'm Megan O'Welsh.
That's not a name, though, is it?
I don't know.
Is it O'Welsh?
It's quite a nice ring.
Megan
O'Welsh, yeah. But it is just Megan Welsh.
Right, okay. Yeah, and that was in school days. Let's talk about school then, right? So what were you like as like a young kid? Were you always kind of outgoing in that? Or no, you were quite shy?
When I was in primary school, I always laugh. Actually, my next door neighbours, my mum and dad's next door neighbour's mum is one of my primary school teachers.
Right.
And I'm like, if she knows what I do now, she would like fall off her chair, because I was so shy. Right. Like in school, in primary school, I only had like kind of one like friend that I like would speak to and like hang about with at like playtime or whatever. I was really, really shy and like just so socially awkward. And even, I was actually saying this in one of my vlogs earlier, that whenever we watch like family videos like with mum and dad, like we normally watch them at Christmas, like my wee brothers, like they're really like loud, outgoing one, and I'm just like in the corner, like, and I never used to smile in pictures and all that. I was just quite odd.
All the time,
I was like, and my dad was like, show your teeth, show your teeth. And I used to do this upside down smile. I was like this. And once my dad, and this is how I always smile now, right? My dad said to try and do a more normal smile, just like laugh and pause. So now if I'm getting a picture, I go,
do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
It just stuck with me because I never used to know how to smile. So anyway, long story for a shortcut there.
That's all good,
I was so shy when I was young. And then when I got older, when I became a teenager in high school, I started to become a bit more out my shell.
Yeah, okay. What kind of years in that?
Maybe like second year onwards.
Mm-hmm.
Probably when I met my best friend Nadine.
Right, okay. Is that Nadine Welsh?
Yeah, people think we're sisters.
I know.
Walsh and Welsh.
I thought you were maybe related, but
no.
Different second name.
Yeah, but she moved to my high school in second year, and she probably brought me out my shell a wee bit, and then from then on.
Yeah, you went from there. And when did you or did you know like what you wanted to do in school, or did you have like an idea of like a job?
So I always wanted to be grown up a singer.
Oh dear. Right, okay, right.
But
are you a good singer?
No, I'm tone deaf.
Are you? You're terrible.
Yeah,
I was about to say I'm actually quite a good wee singer.
I'm literally horrific. Like it's just like an ongoing joke that I ever thought. But like I thought this till a really old age. I actually done music in high school, like in 5th year, and would get up in front of my class and sing. And it's so bad.
What, and you still had in your head, like,
I thought it was amazing.
You were like going to be like a singer?
What I hear in my voice is not what anyone else hears.
You must be, are you just saying that? You must be alright though.
No, I'm so, like, people are like,
he's a tune.
No.
I can't.
Like, it's so, and eventually mum and dad said to me, Megan, you can't sing.
Yeah.
Like,
you had to let you down after like 10 years, I hope.
I should have known, because even when I done music in school, like, you pick like 2 instruments,
right,
and your strongest instrument is your first instrument, and your one you're a bit weaker on is your second instrument. So I was like, voice will be mine because I can't play any instruments.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, mum, you think you should do guitar? And I was like, but I can't play the guitar. And they were like, no, but you can learn. Yeah. And I'm like,
there's a wee glockenspiel in the corner.
I can't sing. And they didn't let me make it my first instrument, so I really should have known then.
Yeah.
But after I realised singing wasn't a thing, in 6th year, I suddenly decided I was going to be like a businesswoman. But that's as much as I knew. Like, I didn't know anything about business. I didn't even do business at school. Mm-hmm. And then in 6th year, I crashed higher business.
Right.
Didn't show up to the exam because I just knew I was going to fail. So I thought,
did you? Oh, you just saw it. Okay.
I just decided. My alarm went off, and I was like, nah.
No, what's the point?
What is the point?
I had that higher biology. I went into a monkey in the back of the page and left after 15 minutes. It was like one of those exams. It was like 3 hours as well.
Yeah.
And I remember everybody was just like pure looking at me, getting up and putting my bag on. I was like, fuck this, man. I'm out of here.
Honestly, I got the school phoned my mum, like, Megan's supposed to be in an exam, and my mum came in like, Megan, you've got your business exam. And I was like, I'm not going. And she was like, what do you mean you're not going? Like, the school were on the phone like, are we starting this exam?
Yeah.
So I thought I was going to be a businesswoman. I actually did apply to go to uni, and I got an unconditional to do business at uni. Bear in mind, I've not got any business because they thought I was going to pass, which obviously I never went.
So is an unconditional you
can just go.
You've got like the offer.
I could have still rocked up,
and you just thought, fuck it.
But I had a change of heart, and I said, I'm not going to uni. I just know I would have done bad at uni. Like, I don't like reading or writing or studying. Like, I just actually don't care about anything enough to study. Like, there's nothing in the world I'm like, that really interests me.
Like, let me for 10 hours.
Let me dig into this. So I decided against uni, and then I thought I'll stick with the business side of things, and I went and done a business apprenticeship at BT.
Okay.
Which were the worst 2 years of my life.
Was it? What is that, BT in Glasgow?
Yeah.
Is that? And what were you actually doing there though? Was it very like officey and all that?
Yeah, like what I thought it was going to be. I mean, that's on me. Like, I take the blame for that. I did not do enough research. I just felt like I'd just be going and like, I don't know, just learning about business and doing something cool in BT. Mm-hmm. But it was actually, this is another, I don't know how I got the job. It wasn't until I worked there, like, I think it was at the end of my training, so it was after like 6 weeks. One of the guys that was taking the training was like, Megan, what does BT stand for? And I was like, I don't know.
What the fuck does it stand for?
British Telecoms.
I didn't know that.
So the clues in the name, it was a call centre.
But
I just didn't know that, and everyone thought it was hilarious that I had a job there and didn't know what that stood for.
Yep.
So it was a call centre. And my job was to take calls from businesses like Nando's or Black Rooster, for example, and see if their phone or Wi-Fi wasn't working or their bill was too high, I was to sort it.
Right, so
it was just a lot of abuse.
Yeah, aye. Well, funny enough, I actually worked in a call centre as well for a year, see when I left school. I just didn't know what I wanted to do, and I worked in, can I name it? Oh, fuck it, who cares? Santander up in Glasgow. Right. And I absolutely hated it. See, that way, like, I didn't actually know what I was actually going in for, and it was an apprenticeship. I think my dad actually applied for it, so I was just, see, when I left school, I was just sitting about doing nothing with myself, do you know what I mean? He's like, fuck, like, I better do this for him. But see, when I went up there, it was just like, I was an apprenticeship in like financial services, right? Yeah. So I'm like, fuck, this actually sounds
quite good.
Oh, financial services, I can work my way up the ladder, get a nice wee suit and all that. But no, it just wasn't meant to be. No. But then when I went in, we done like the wee training bit, and it was class because I was like a pure class clown in school. So I literally just left like high school being a class clown, going into like this training kind of bit with like people my own age. There was actually a boy from them through that I'm like pals with. And I didn't even know that he was going. So then I just turned up and I'm like, oh, fucking class, like you're in this. But as soon as we went out there, it was literally just like call centre. And I don't think like, sorry by the way if you're watching this and you work in a call centre and you pure love it, right? That's class. I know.
Hats off to you because it wasn't me.
I know, no, it's the same as me. But do you know what? I think it was like so stat driven. Like everything's like monitored.
Like if you go for a pee, they're like, you've been offline for too long.
Do you know what I get? Right, so I've told this story before as well, but I actually got a disciplinary in Santander. I actually was like a good worker in that. Yeah. And I get taken into an office, right? And they were pure like that, right? Do you know why you're here today? And I'm like, no. And they're like, right, you've been going to the toilet too much. But I was like genuinely going, like I wasn't going in like pure fucking plantation. Do you know what I mean? I was literally just going, quick wee 2-minute piss here and there. I drink a lot of water and that, right? And I'm like, right, sound, like, and they were like, so what do you think you could do to like stop going to the toilet? And I was like, I don't know, like, and they're like, do you think you could stop drinking like as much water?
No.
And I'm like, how the fuck, sure, that's like against like rules and regulations to tell somebody not to fucking drink water, do you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying, it was just so stat driven. But are you happy that you worked there like in a way to like show you that you didn't want to do that? Or
I feel like I'm everything happens for a reason, and I think if I didn't work there, I might not have been doing the job I do now, because if I went into another job which I actually enjoyed, I probably would have just stuck at that, because why wouldn't have? So I'm happy I worked there as part of my journey, but I can't say I really enjoyed it.
Not as if you enjoyed it, but I always feel like, see, everything that's happened in my life, it's led me to be like where I am here. So that's why I'm kind of thankful, and I was like, right, fucking never want to work in an office ever again as well. So
been there, done that, won't do it again.
That's it, man. That's it. So how did you actually start getting into influencing then? Like, how did it begin? Because I feel like you've been doing it for donkeys, man. Nah.
I've been doing it. Well, it's been my job for 2 years now. Okay. But I've been trying it for a long time. But
you've been known on social media for like a long while though, no? I remember
maybe
I worked in New Look, right? And you came in one time and I remember all the girls were up here going, oh, here's Megano Welsh. And this is like 2017, 2018.
What?
Aye. So I'm like,
wow, okay.
Am I making that up?
No, I posted for that long, but I never like had like much of a following, I suppose. I've been posting for ages. Like I literally posted when I worked in BT, and I worked there when I was 18 and now I'm 25. So yeah, that would make sense. But I was posting for a while, and I didn't ever, I hate this because it sounds like I'm trying to be cool, but I'd never actually set out to be an influencer purely because I didn't think I could be one. Like, I didn't think, I was like, that is just like, that's me going back to try to be a singer again. Like, let's just give it up, right? But I always posted because I just liked posting on Instagram. Like, I liked social media. Like, I liked putting together outfits or whatever. And that was just kind of it. And then I think it was when I moved on from BT to another office. And when I started working there, I think that's when I started getting gifted stuff.
Right, okay.
And the first thing I ever got gifted, I think, was a free set of nails. And someone messaged me like, do you want to get your nails done? And I was like, I was like,
for free,
I was like, what do they mean that I want? Like, normally you book an appointment, you don't get invited to an appointment. So I was a bit like, what? And they're like, yeah, it would be free of charge. And I was like, why? Like, I just wasn't, and this is before influencers were like a huge thing anyway. So it wasn't like I seen other people doing it. So the only other people I seen do it really was like Emily Shack, who's now she's got like millions of followers, but at the time had hundreds of thousands. I was like, I mean, I'm definitely not Emily Shack, so I don't really know why. Like, if I got the wrong end of the stick. But anyway, started getting gifted some things, and I was like, well, this is good. Like, just getting some freebies here and there, and I thought that is what it would just be. And as time went on, I started to get paid for like the odd wee thing, but like it would be like, honestly, like a brand would be like, can we book in a post? And I'd be like, yeah, sure, that'll be £20. Like I just had no concept of like how it worked, and I never thought ever that this would be like my full-time job. I thought it would just be like a wee bit of extra pocket money. Yep. A wee extra £20 here and there.
£20
then I like upped it to 25. I was like, God, pushing the boat right now.
You definitely need to up your rates, man. Honestly, £20 a post, aye.
So I never honestly thought it would be what it turned out to be, but when lockdown came, I was still working and didn't get furloughed.
In BT?
No, I was working for Be Inspired.
Okay.
Which is a man's clothing company.
Yeah. What, Be Inspired are on like TikTok and all that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I used to work there.
All right, okay.
So I worked, I was just an office assistant in there, and lockdown came and I didn't get furloughed. And so I was still working, but it was 3 days on, 3 days off, the way we changed it, so that like there wasn't too many people in the office or whatever. So on my 3 days off, my mum and dad both work for the NHS, so they took lockdown really seriously. So I couldn't go and like see anyone. So the only thing I could do, and as I said, I hated my own company, was I just spoke on Instagram all the time. Like I just spoke on my story every single day, like about complete nonsense. But then it started to get a bit more of a following, and then an agency, not my current agency, but an agency reached out and said they wanted to sign me, and I was like, what the?
Yeah, so, what's going on?
Yeah, I signed to them, and then all of a sudden I just started getting paid work, and then I left. I went part-time in my job, and then I thought this is a perfect balance. Part-time in an office, part-time influencer, and I loved it. I was so happy with that. But then like 6 months passed, and it came to a point where I didn't need to work in the office anymore. Yep. And this has been my full-time job for 2 years.
Yeah, I love it, man. And see, to go back to like when you first started influencing, then were you, again, like I said, I feel like you've been kind of about for ages, like posting and stuff. So at that time, was that not like it wasn't normal to do, but were you getting like negativity and that and a bit of hate, like maybe people calling you like, I don't know, a bit piping or embarrassing, like stuff like that?
Piping
like,
is the word.
Piping, aye. People were calling you piping, aye.
Heard that one too many times.
Same, I get called piping all the time, man. It sounds, who cares? But was that the case though? Because I feel like you said, like influencer now, like there's so many of them now, whereas maybe you were doing it at the start when it wasn't really that well known. So
I remember when I made a YouTube channel, that was like, people were a bit like, why do you have a YouTube channel? Like literally, why? Like, you live in Glasgow, you have an office job, like what is there to see here? And I think like now, like no one would bat an eyelid. Whoever makes a YouTube channel, nobody would say anything about it, because it is just like more normalised. And I'm so glad it's that way, because the amount of stick at the time, like, and then it would pure give me a complex. I was like, is this piping?
Yeah,
like,
I'm
like, should I be in this?
Yep.
I certainly seen a lot of like, you know, just in a lot of boys, to be honest, were like, what's she doing? Like, like she thinks she is someone, but I mean,
you've got to
out in the end.
It worked out fucking brilliant for you. You've got to block them out though, and I feel like it is getting better, right? I actually done a TikTok like ages ago. It was a clip from my YouTube, and I was talking about like the gimp culture in Scotland. Yeah. So that's like the way that I called it. I just thought that like Scotland's such a toxic place for that. I
know.
I definitely think it's gotten better, like you said, but see, back in the day, like, I mean, I wouldn't have wore this trackie like 2 years ago.
No, you're so right.
Do you know what I mean? But do you think it has got like a lot better now?
I think so. I think like that was the case. I remember that, like, even with boys, like what you're saying about like clothes and stuff, like everyone would just dress the same because it was too scary to do something a bit different. And it's the same as like, as well, like, it's like, what's a Glaswegian person like going for a job interview? They're too scared to say, I'm good at this or I'm good at that, because we're all just like, oh, that's so embarrassing. That's so like,
and we constantly just put ourselves down.
And like everyone slags each other, and like I'm all here for like having like banter or whatever, but like I think that is like just what Scottish people and maybe Glaswegian people more so, like the mindset is just like, let's just take the piss out of everything, and then it just makes it like funnier and like not as serious, you know what I mean? Yeah. Which I like to an extent, but I feel like you need to be open to people trying new things, and I definitely think it is getting better now. But yeah, back then it was like anyone who done anything like, you're a gimp, that's piping. I'm like, how is it?
I'm just trying to do this to fucking better myself,
like, you get on with your day now, I got on my mind. Like,
but I used to be really bad for like letting other people's like opinions like stop me. Like when I qualified for the PT, I didn't even like start my page for like 2-3 months. It's just like, oh, cunts are going to fucking rinse me. And I'm like, who cares? Like,
I know.
I don't even know these people, so it's like, why am I letting their opinion like stop me? Do you know what I mean?
100%.
It was crazy, man. It was crazy. But do you still deal with like a lot of like hate and negativity? Or
I feel like I actually don't get as much as I used to, which is amazing for me.
Yeah, class. But how was that dealing with that though?
Yeah, tough.
Brutal.
Yeah, tough. There's been some tough times. But now I'd say, like on Instagram, it's so rare to get hate. I think like I very rarely, I get the odd, which is so funny. Like people obviously mean to send my stories to their friend, like bitching about me, but they send it to me instead.
My God.
And I just reply like, hee hee. And they're like, they delete the message.
I know. Love your outfit. Just wanted to send you that, by the way.
I'm like, you've been caught red-handed.
That's it.
I get that the occasional time, which actually does just make me laugh.
It's funny, isn't it?
TikTok though is quite ruthless.
How bad is TikTok? Yeah. I feel like seeing like TikTok, you've just got to laugh at it because the majority is just wee like guys.
It's teenagers, and that's what I always think. Like it is like, and no hate to teenagers. I was one myself at one point, but like it is just like wee guys on social media who like they don't know how to deal with the world yet. Like they haven't learned like people skills or communication skills, so they're just on this app too early. Like I don't actually really, I wish I could make some sort of law like not to have social media too young, because I think it's so damaging coming from the fucking influencer, but like I do, and I think like that is just what TikTok is. It's people who don't know their way in the world yet, and they're just angry for people for no reason. So TikTok is like definitely get quite a lot of hate on there. If a video goes like quite big, you're going to get hate. I actually remember saying once like, oh, you'd get hate for raising money for charity. And I did. People were like, oh, you're doing that for like your image, and like you're doing that so that you look like a good person. I'm like, oh, do you know what? You honestly, you just can't please everyone in life. Like you actually, it doesn't matter what you do, people will still find something to be angry about.
You're literally, I'm like fucking raising money for charity. You're still finding something to be
like, honestly, you just can't please them all.
That's it. And what about like future plans then in terms of like the influence, and where do you actually kind of, not see it taking you because it's obviously taking you so far already, but is there any like goals out there that you're like, nah, I want to fucking get that?
Do you know what? Actually, like my manager was saying that to me, like, so what we do next? I was like, nothing, I'm quite pleased. And they're like, you need to have something. I'm like, but actually, I'm just so content with my job, and like I never ever thought, like if I go back to when I worked in like BT, for example, like I used to remember I used to log on in the morning and be like, this is my life, like this is it for me, like it's never going to change, and I'm going to hate my job until I retire when I'm too old to even do it, and the way things are going. So I'm just so content that I get to do a job that I actually love. Like my job excites me, and like that's so rare and like such a fortunate position to be in. Like I get up in the morning and I'm like, whoop, I can't wait to work. Like I actually struggle to fall asleep at night because I'm too excited to work in the morning. You just get so
many like ideas buzzing through your head and stuff
like that. I could do this, I could do that. And, like, and that's just such like a lucky place to be. So honestly, if I don't go any further than this, I don't mind. Like I'm really happy here. Like I have my own home now. I have a car. What more do I really need in life? I would obviously love to grow and like continue working with like big brands that I love, but honestly I will not be too raging about it if I don't.
No, it's class, just taking like each day as it comes. I feel like everybody's not like, I don't know, there's a lot of people that aren't like fully satisfied with it. They're always chasing like, right, what's next. I'm kind of like that. I'm like, I achieve something that I've wanted to achieve, but then like I don't actually realise that I have, because I'm like pure just think, oh fuck it, right, cool, that was good, but like what's next, you know what I mean? So you've got to savour the moments, man. Right, we're going to do a wee game, just quick fire questions, and then we're going to get on to Black Rooster. Wing it. Are you scared?
I'm scared for my IBS.
What's IBS? Oh, fuck it. Irritable bowel syndrome. you will be, by the way. You will be. Great. You're the second ever guest on it, but I think it'll be good. We'll get plenty of water and all that. You know, there may be some milk lying in the fridge and that. Right, so I'll get 10 quick fire questions, right? I'm just going to fucking fire them across at you. Who's your favourite artist, singer?
Oh, okay. Oh, how quick do I need to be?
Fucking rapid. No, I'm kidding. Just
probably Lewis Capaldi, you know. Oh, no, it's already Miley Cyrus. How could that ever? Miley Cyrus,
is it? Yeah. She's got a mad deep voice now, man.
Yeah.
Not a mad deep voice. She is fucking brilliant, though.
She's just been like my idol my whole life. Yeah. Like Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus. Just love her so much, but also love Lewis Capaldi.
Have you met Lewis Capaldi?
No, I've really not.
Because you were at,
I was at his premiere. I've been in the same room and I've been pretty close, but I didn't unfortunately meet him. Me too.
I feel like we'd get on like really well, man. You know what I mean?
But then I'm also scared because I feel like I'd be that annoying like
Lewis Capaldi.
Yeah, and he just like...
I feel like he is just like, obviously he's not a normal guy now, but like he is just a normal, he's like one of us.
So I don't want to be this annoying freak. So maybe it's just good I don't know.
Okay, maybe not. I will leave it out, man. Right, what's your favourite country?
I mean, probably Spain because I love Ibiza.
I love Spain. I'm learning Spanish and that. So
wow.
That's why I went over to Tenerife, really. Like, I was like going over, like, you can like immerse yourself in it. Do you know what I mean? So
good for you.
Thank you. Gracias. Right, what would be your dream brand to work with?
God.
I know. You're putting you on the spot here.
That is a question.
It gets deeper as well, by the way.
Dream brand. Oh, gosh. I don't really know.
Nah, nothing that sticks out at you.
Oh, that's so bad.
Black Rooster. No, I'm kidding. No, you've not
Black
got
Rooster.
one. Black Rooster. Good answer. What's your favourite colour?
I have two, yellow and purple.
Not pink, no?
No.
No, I thought it was pink.
No.
Just because of like the trackie and all that.
I mean, I love pink. I love every colour.
Okay.
But yellow reminds me of like the sun and just like happy vibes.
Yeah, 110. What's one thing that makes you happy?
Oh, one thing that makes me happy.
Just, fuck it. Just like, it could be one wee thing or something that's big, significant to you.
Okay. Oh,
Mad putting you on the spot here, by the way.
One thing that makes me happy. Do you know what makes me happy? Human interaction. Like, see, just like passing someone on the street and them smiling at you.
Yeah.
That makes my day.
Be high and all that. That's why you fucking hate lockdown.
I love watching people. Like, I love people watching. I love seeing people like hug, or like I love people like just chatting and laughing. That just makes me so happy.
I like that. That's a class answer. What the fuck are we? If you're gonna read, would you rather speak every language in the world, or be able to speak to animals?
Speak to animals, so I can speak to my dog.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout. Actually, be fair, do you think animals can talk to each other?
Yeah, I think they defos like when they're barking, they're like hi, or like they're hi. Yeah. I always say this. See, like ants and that. Surely they've got their own thing going on.
I think do they no fucking like pass leaves to each other and all
yeah,
that?
Well, they do. Yeah, on their back.
Can we look that up? How do ants fucking communicate with each other?
But like, I always say, they must go to school.
What, ants?
Yeah, like they must have their own life. Like, there's no way all they do is just crawl about all day.
But they don't. Like, have you ever seen them in the wee fucking hives and they're all moving in formations and all that?
See, they're probably at school.
Is it a queen ant or am I making that up?
No, it's a queen bee.
So thanks. I'm glad you're here. Scientists have known for decades that ants use a variety of small chemicals known as pheromones to communicate. Perhaps the most classic example of the trails of pheromones that insects places they walk. Those behind them follow this trail, leading to long lines of ants marching one by one. That's pretty fucking mental. But I'm sorry, who fucking knows that? Do you know, how do they...
Well, this is what I say.
You know
like, I mean? The same way people say dogs see in black and white, but how do you know? Because they can't tell you.
That's true, man. That's true.
Things like that boggle my mind.
It does, right? What about, right, see, like, dogs in, like, Spain, right? Do you think, like, if your dog went to Spain, do you think they'd, like, understand each other? They bark, or do you think he'd, like, have a mad accent?
Yeah, I think dogs are bilingual.
Do you think?
Yeah.
That's fucking mental. Right, summer or winter?
All right, okay. Ooh, so, I'd always say 100% summer, but I've been loving this winter.
Have you?
Like, I have just loved this winter. I normally hate winter.
Yeah, I've not at all.
But I have been absolutely loving this one. I probably still prefer summer because I just have a tan and
you just feel happy.
Life's good. Like the light mornings.
I know.
That makes life so much better.
See, when you wake up, man, it's like fucking dark to whatever time, and then it's like 3 o'clock, but it's like pitch
I know,
like
it's crazy. To answer your question, summer.
I thought you were going to say like summer right away, so you said yellow and sun.
I know, I am summer through and through, but this winter I've been loving life.
Do you know what I like seeing the winter when it's like, it's fucking cold outside, but it's like blue skies and all that.
It's like sunny, crisp, cold mornings.
I like that. To be fair, but seeing it's just fucking dark all the time.
When it's raining, I hate the rain.
Not about that life, G. Not about that life. Right, what's your favourite meal? You were saying some fried meals on it. I was listening to the podcast with Irish Gaff, obviously. Were you talking about fucking eating olives or something? That was your death row meal?
Honestly, like, I think I should be tested for an olive obsession.
I've never even tried one, I don't think.
So I hadn't tried one till like 2 years ago, and you apparently need to eat them 9 times before you like them.
Is that true?
Because the first few times I tried them, didn't like them. Got Nadine to try them, she was like, these are so bad. And I said, Nadine, persevere. Now she's hooked.
Yeah.
It's something like your taste buds need to like.
Maybe I need to fucking go and try it, man.
You'll need to try them 9 times.
What is it, 9 times? Is that not just for anything though? Like, I feel like I force myself to like peanut butter and dark chocolate.
No, because like the first time I tried like a Milky Bar, I loved it.
I know, but that like tastes class. I mean, like, see if you hate something, apparently if you just keep eating it over and over again, you learn. That's what I was saying. See, peanut butter and that, I used to fucking hate that. And I actually heavy like, pure dark chocolate and that, I hated it.
I suppose.
Like that now, do you know what I mean?
But olives, like, I actually, I just love olives
I feel like,
so
what's
much.
the texture like, man? Is it like, kind of squidgy? They look like wee fucking nipples and that.
I mean, they are a bit squidgy.
Those wee horrible nipples that pure come out, do you know what I mean, man? They look barking, man. I don't know.
They are weird, but they're just delicious.
And that is that actually your favourite meal?
Well, it's not a meal because it wouldn't like fill me up.
Fucking plate of olives, man. Getting the gains in. What's your favourite meal then?
My favourite meal, do you know what? One thing that will just never fail me is a McCrispy meal from McDonald's.
Oh yeah, McCrispy.
Like
it
doesn't matter what mood I'm in, what day it is, what time it is. Yeah, it's always the right moment for a McCrispy.
I made a wee low calorie, high protein one.
Oh,
aye, but you know, this is dedication to content. By the way, I drove to McDonald's and paid like £4 just for the roll. How mental is that?
Wow.
Like, just so that I could get that fucking roll and get that pure look, you know what I mean?
Right, okay.
Are you appreciating this as like a content queen?
I do appreciate it.
Yeah, you appreciate the grind in that. What's your favourite movie?
Frozen 2.
Oh, right, okay. That was pure specific, man. Why do usually second movies aren't really that good? But
oh God, Frozen 2 is a cinematic experience.
I maybe need to get
and the songs, like, I just love Disney. Like, I'm one of those weird Disney adults.
I seen that you were buying the wee Disney dolls and all that.
Yeah, I just love Disney so much. I'm definitely like a child, like in a 25-year-old's body.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. No shame in that, like I fucking love Spider-Man, so I feel like that's kind of similar thing, do you know what I mean?
So Frozen 2, Frozen 1 was my favourite movie until Frozen 2 came out, and that just
wait for Frozen 3, man.
Oh my God, I know.
Blowing the shit out of the water. And the last one, what would you say to your 12-year-old self?
Ooh.
I know that was like a wee deep one to finish on, isn't it?
12-year-old self. Just be yourself.
Okay.
Because I feel like when I was 12, I was like, so I was a wee bit, odd is used as a negative word, but I was quite odd.
Okay.
Like,
odd can be a good thing though. I feel like we're all
there's nothing wrong with being odd.
We're all quite odd in our own wee way, I think, do you know what I mean?
But I used to, like, for context, like at an alarmingly old age, like walk. I had this, like, I remember one day I had this frog, like not a real frog. I'm actually scared of frogs.
I know, terrible. They're fucking so scary, man, isn't they?
This like cuddly toy frog and like a wee pram, and I was like walking it down the street, and like the boys that lived down the end of my street were like, "What are you doing walking that frog?" And I was like,
what, did you actually put the frog in a pram?
Yeah, and walk it
in an actual pram?
Yeah, not a real life pram, because I was 12, but actually I might have been older than 12. I don't know.
17 or something, man.
It was last week.
But I thought you meant at first it was like a wee pram with attachment you could buy for your frog toy, man. Do you know what I mean?
It was like a toy pram.
Okay,
and like my room had like posters of rubber ducks and stuff.
Okay.
I was just a bit funky.
No, that's fine.
And then I was a bit like, I need to not, like, how did I start being like more, like when I started high school, I was like, I need to try and be like these girls
be
here.
A bit cooler.
Yeah.
Ditch the frog pram.
But now I'm like, embrace the frog pram.
Got to.
Actually, oh my God, funny story. I must have told this story somewhere before, because my uncle last year bought me a frog and a pram.
Right, okay. What, a real frog or a fake one? Right,
another fake one, because he obviously heard me talk about this frog in a pram. So I must have told this story before.
That was like, Stephen had done the podcast with Riley's gaff, right? I was outside, I'd never met them before, but that guys that like, you just pure fucking, they're actual brilliant, by the way.
They're such good guys.
I love those boys. They've helped me out so much for the pod.
Oh, that's
they
so
have,
nice.
Man, because I've just started this, like, this is only like, what, fucking, I don't know, like 10 episodes or maybe. Roughly about that, yeah. I was in Dubai and I was like, fuck, I want to start a pod, and I just came back and like,
oh, that's so nice.
I bashed it out, but they were like, proper helped me out, because I feel like, see, when you watch the boys for Riley's gaff, they're always just like kind of having a laugh and that, but like I don't think people realise that they're like
such nice people.
Oh, they're fucking brilliant, man.
No,
I love to pay to them. But so anyways, we were fucking jumping outside, right? I'd literally just met them, right? And this guy walked by with like pure long hair and like these wee
I heard this.
cycling shorts, man. And I'm walking with him, right? And he's got like a pram, but it was like a pram that was like heavy low down. And I'm pure looking at that and I'm thinking in my head, I was like, is that a dog pram? And the guy just turns out, he's like, it's a dog pram, boys. And I was like, what the fuck, man? But that way I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like walking down the street. But maybe you need to meet up with this guy.
Yeah, maybe.
You can walk with his dog pram, you can walk with your wee frog pram. I think that sounds like a good time, man.
Yeah, I heard that when they were on, and someone in my estate has a dog pram.
Do they? I'm not about that. I think that's too, like, we were looking after my auntie's dog and he's like really old, and my mum was like, mate, get my wee pram to walk. And I'm like, sorry, no you're not. Like, you're not walking about Renfrew with a fucking dog pram, you crackpot. Jeez, oh man. Right, cool, right, we'll take a wee break then, and then we'll go into the Black Rooster bit. I need to go and put the wings onto the fucking I'm actually scared for you, by the way. It's like in like a wee tub and all that and stuff. So
oh dear.
Yeah, it's gonna be spicy, man. I've got good to go.
We're back in.
We're back in, G. We're back in. I've actually got you a wee Christmas present.
Aww.
Yeah. Will I give you it? Christmas from, I actually wrote in the wee tag to Megano as well.
Oh, thanks so much. I like the wee smiley face.
Merry Christmas, G. No
thanks
worries.
so much.
No, good, man.
So
all good. Wait until you see what it is. Nothing, you know, mad exciting.
It's a heavy box.
It is a heavy box. Do you know what it is? No. She's so confused. I know, it looks like aftershave, doesn't it?
Is it alcohol?
It is alcohol, that stuff, but like that isn't really what it is. Right, open up.
Is it my background?
Yeah. We want to give you it on the pod, surprise.
Oh,
surprise.
thanks, Black Roosters.
Yeah, come on, Black Roosters, the boys, man.
Wow, it really is a metal card.
How class is it, by the way? It's like proper. Got a good fucking good weight to it and that,
it does.
Know? Nice and dense. I don't know what I'm talking about now, but
wow.
It's nice, isn't it? Nice wee box and that.
What, is that not mean the opposite? No, who am I saying?
Probably, I don't know. Fuck knows, G. Fuck knows. Well. But you're only allowed your Christmas present if we play Wing It.
Okay.
Are you ready, G? Are you ready?
That is a cool ball.
It is, it's cool, isn't it, man? Up? What's that? Aye. I know, it's class, isn't it? Do you know what? Somebody actually fucking, I'm sure somebody stole mine, maybe.
I don't blame them.
I know, I don't blame them either. I went to the Finiston like opening, and that's where they gave me my black card and all that. But then I was going out to Wonderbar after, so I was like, I can't walk in here with like a black box with fucking like, so they're basically launching like their own, I think they're launching their own alcohol, but it's like Perry infused rum. Yeah, I know, it sounds a wee bit... I'm sorry, I love you, but...
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, give it a go, man. They actually made, like, Black Rooster cocktails, and they had, like, the Perry salt around the rim, so it was kind of like the margarita.
I mean, I do love a spicy margarita.
Do you?
Yeah, that's my drink of choice.
Is it? Is it? Aye, mine's a wee fucking wee dark. I like
that on holiday.
On holiday. I wouldn't go out of fucking town like get frozen strawberry daiquiri, please. Right, sorted. Right, let's get into this. Right. Are you scared, first of all?
Yeah, I actually am.
So, for anybody tuning in that doesn't know the premise, Megan's actually the second ever guest to do this. We've done this with Riley's gaff. You're the second guest to do it. So, the way that the segment of the show works is you basically, I'll ask, oh my fucking God, I cannot talk today.
You're malfunctioning.
Oh my God, I'll ask you questions, right? You either answer the question, but if you don't want to, you need to take a big juicy bite of that.
Sure.
And I cannot lie, guys, it is smelling, I don't know, man, it's smelling funky over here, isn't it? You can smell it, the heat.
Yeah, and you can tell it's hot just by the colour of the sauce.
Yeah, aye. The colours and the wee chilli flakes in there, it's not the most, what was it you said there? Not the most appealing looking or whatever, but right, cool, let's get into it. So, obviously I had Riley's gaff on my podcast.
Yes.
I done Wing It with them. One of the questions I asked them was, who do you prefer? I asked Evan, who do you prefer, Molly or Megano? So I feel like it's only fair to flip the question. Who do you prefer, Evan or Jamie?
I can't answer that.
On you go, G. Get your national stuck into that, man. Can I just say she's came equipped with the gloves to
I can't stain my nails.
Yes. Right, go for it. Do you actually like chicken wings?
Yeah.
Alright, okay, you like chicken wings, yeah? How are you with spice? Are you alright?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
But I might change my mind.
Yeah.
But it just hurts my stomach, so don't say I'm not good to you.
Right,
I'm gonna go.
Go for it. That's a big bite, do you like that?
Oh my God.
Is it spicy?
my God.
Is it?
Guys, I don't know what is in that.
I so definitely think they're spicier than the Riley's guy. Do you know what? See, maybe I'll take a wee bite of one towards the end.
You need. I'm not leaving until you've tried that.
Right, okay. Is it? Let's get some water for the girl here, man. Do you want milk in it? Have we got milk? No. Do you want milk? No, you're alright.
I'll be fine.
You're alright, yeah.
You don't look fine.
I'm actually sweating just fucking...
It's like still getting warmer.
Yeah, so basically what happened was with Riley's gaff, like, it's no the worst when you first eat it, and then it kind of keeps up on you.
It's like going...
It gets like worse and worse, right? But we need to keep the game show running, G, alright? We need to just keep this going, man. Right, we're on to question.
Do you know what's crazy? People would actually enjoy that.
Oh, I know. Well, see, Jamie was like, he was just fucking sloshing.
Theirs definitely weren't as hot as mine.
I don't think so. I definitely don't think so.
I challenge them to try these ones.
You've heard that, right? Evan and Jamie, you need to get back on the pod, right? And we'll try the spicier ones. Now, we'll go to question 2. What is the worst brand you've ever worked for and why?
Oh.
These are really tough, by the way. Like, they're really tough.
Can't answer.
Can you not? No. There we go. There's number 2 for you, NG. No. You can't answer that, no?
No.
Why you would get like repercussions, maybe?
I mean, this is making me lightheaded.
Are you okay, G?
Yeah, it's just not professional.
Okay, I like that. You've got to think of that professional.
I'm just trying to see if there's someone in my head I won't actually say them.
See, by the way, I mean, I can see if you've never had a fucking worst brand.
No, I've had bad experiences for sure.
I was trying to help you out there, but okay.
But
you can't.
No one springs to mind as being like terrible, but I do have a bad memory, so there probably has been, but I wouldn't be answering it anyway. So
there you go, G. Let's
there
get into this second one. That IBS is going to be flaring up tomorrow, man.
It really is.
You know.
So I'm just gonna.
There's sometimes like there's a wee kind of trick you can do in that, but
right.
Just fucking go in there, man. Go in there. She's gonna get so much worse like every bite.
Right.
Okay.
Oh God, it's my lips. I think I'm actually shaking.
She's in a batching on the Don Diaries. Do you know Cy Ferry? Mm-hmm. Do you know Cy Ferry? So basically,
sorry.
Are you okay? Do you want water? Do you want more?
Oh my God, it's in the back of my throat.
I feel bad for laughing, man. Let's get some.
Yeah, is that
we'll
okay?
We'll get some kitchen roll there for. I'll get you a wee bit for the gloves and that.
It's fine.
Are you okay?
That's fine.
You want a wee bit kitchen roll? You alright?
Yeah, I'll have some for these.
Right, okay.
Messy pause.
Okay. At least you're still alive, but basically Cy Ferry, and in fact I'm not actually going to tell you that story. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Okay, just in case I scare you.
In case you scare me?
No, nothing, right, let's move on in question 3.
Didn't he shit himself?
No, he didn't shit himself. Doesn't he? If you did shit yourself here, I don't think me and you wouldn't say anything, would we, bro? Nah. Aye. Can't be shiting yourself in the studio, man. Defo's not. Right, are we ready? Oh, fuck, that's brutal. Right, are we ready for the third one? Right, tell me if I missed anybody out here, alright, but we'll get the Aquarius girls, alright? Mm-hmm. So we'll get you, obviously, get Abby Blythe, we'll get Kirsten Cameron, we've got Amy Moore, is it Abigail Comrie? Comrie, we'll get Abigail Comrie, and we'll get Molly McFarlane. I want you to rank them from who you like best to least.
Oh my God. This is a joke.
There's one question in there that I think you actually could answer. It's coming up.
Can't wait for that one. Right, I'm obviously not going to answer that. Oh. Imagine I was like, okay, so.
The reason I got this off see James Corden's show. I think he asked one of the Kardashians to rank, like, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, fuck it.
Well, Kris Jenner did say Kylie is her favourite child.
No, she actually answered that.
Yeah,
sure.
Right.
But you're not going to know?
Definitely not.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There's too much at stake.
There is too much at stake.
Right.
We'll get...
Ooh.
Is that a Bush Tucker trial?
It just slapped me in the face. Right, I think I'm getting used to it.
Okay, we're getting used to it. That wee That's when you know you're trying to like collect yourself. Do you know what I mean? You do that wee deep breath.
That one wasn't that bad.
Okay, cool. Now it's sorted. That was a really tough question. I know I do feel like a dick doing this, but you've got to understand. You know I need to do this. It's part of the game show.
It's part of the plot.
Part of the fucking plot. G, and your part. Yep. Now.
Hands are shaking.
You shaking? You can't imagine.
That's so weird. I'm literally shaking.
I'm actually like really. Are you alright? Aye. But Jenna, I'm a bit scared that I need to fucking phone an ambulance.
Imagine that.
I know.
Like, thanks for being here.
What's the cost you at a chicken wing? They probably wouldn't even come. They'd be like, that's is it getting a wee bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely burning my face off.
Is it? Cool. Right, sorted. That's the end of the game. That's the end of the game, G. Right, we've only got 2 more questions left. Do you know what? I'll take a wee bite with you, alright? Okay. For the last one, I'll
leave that one clean for you.
Right, sound. No worries. There's actually like 5 more wings through there if you want to take them up the road, or...
What, of this heat?
Aye.
I think I'll pass.
Okay, that's fine. Right, cool. Right, question 4. Name and shame. That's a bit extreme, isn't it? Name and shame. Fuck, I've said it now. Name and shame the rudest influencer you've ever met. Nah?
No.
Nah?
How could I?
Nah? Is there anybody on there that you just like don't really care about? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Nah?
No. No.
I'm so sorry.
There's definitely been rude encounters, but I just... 2 wrongs don't make a right.
You couldn't? So this is just like the unprofessional route?
Yeah.
Okay. I understand.
Imagine they came back to bite me.
I know, that's true. I imagine like this pure, I don't know, this wee clip or something went out. As a part of the show, obviously.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna think of one that you maybe can't answer just to give you a wee break.
So was that the one you thought I could answer?
No, I think the next one could be, but then again I could say it and then you're probably gonna be like, nah, I can't answer that.
Okay.
I stitched you up here.
Aye, I have stitched you up here, G. Mega. That was a big bite there, man. A big bite.
It's annoying because it is actually tasty, but...
Yeah, that's what they said. They said like actually it does taste good, but it's just a wee bit all over the place.
Under my eyes is like leaking.
Yeah, I had a badge in here, man. Yeah, I had a badge in here. All good?
Yeah.
Wait, your gloves.
Thank God this isn't my gorgeous nails.
I know. To be fair, like, I don't even know if you could have done that with the nails. I know like nails are going to be important to you, man.
Yeah.
For sure, we can't. You okay?
Yeah.
We should have had like milk or something prepared, man. It does soothe it a wee bit, but all good.
It's like around my face.
You just looked at me like oh, but I'm stitching you up here, but as Evan and Jamie didn't answer the question, if that helps.
Just one?
No, they didn't even answer any.
Oh, okay.
Aye, so maybe I need to come up with like slightly like, you know, fuck, it's funny, isn't it? You guys are enjoying this hopefully at home, so seen Megano supper. Fuck it. Hopefully you can maybe answer this. I know people are interested to know this. Would you reveal what has been your highest paid job? You don't need to say the brand.
Okay.
That's me making that a wee bit easier for you. You don't need to say the brand, but just the sum of what the highest paid just for one job. One job, and you don't need to eat that chicken wing, G. You just need to let the public know.
Actually, probably I don't know. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I don't think it. I think.
Okay, that's class. Just for one single post.
Yeah.
That is absolutely insane.
I know, and that doesn't. That's not a. That,
so that's not like every fucking
I did
post.
ask if it was a typo at the time.
Never ask if it's a typo.
I thought there was an extra zero on there. I would never normally get paid ever get paid something like that. Okay. That is actually obscene.
Okay, now I like that though. Thanks for answering it as well. Obviously, you didn't need to take a wee bite of the chicken wing. Right, let me get involved here. Like,
be my guest.
It's only fair. I'm a wee bit nervous for this, man. Right, let's go with this. You alright? Aye.
Yeah.
You alright?
Glad it's over. Make sure you take a big bit of the saucy bit.
Like, I'll get that in there, right? Just because you ate like 5 or something, man.
Oh, that was a really big bite.
It's on my face, isn't it?
It's really on your face.
Sorry. Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, it's spicy, man. That's really spicy, man. It's really fucking... That's actually... oh, my God, mate.
It does get worse as it lays there.
I know, it's just it's fucking chilling in my mouth.
It's still on your face, by the way.
Is it? Oh, thanks. Thanks. Oh, my God. Well, yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
That's it. Aye, that's really fucking spicy.
Yeah.
That's really spicy. It's definitely way worse than the... Bro, you want a bite of that?
Come on, I feel like you
it's a no for me.
I feel like you need to experience. Do you not feel left out?
I know. Do you know?
I'm quite happy to sit here.
Yeah, right. Aye. It's really.
The fact that it's wings and all, because it is so messy to your face.
Yeah.
It's different if it's just like a curry or something.
Yeah.
But that I'm not into it.
I know. I'd like to try like the world's hottest curry.
Would you? Because I was going to like maybe buy, if you seen like if you watched Hot Ones,
Yeah,
obviously.
you can buy the kit.
I was actually going to buy like that sauce so that we could do maybe the final. I'm really fucking like struggling when I'm talking to you. By the way, it's actually really spicy, man. This was a million times worse than like the Riley's Gap one, man. What the fuck was I saying there? I was going to get like the extra like spicy.
I would like to try it.
I would because I'm like, what are these people like reacting to? Do you know what I mean? Like,
it must be horrific.
It must be like honestly like a million times worse than this. People whiting all that often though. But I was gonna, my actual like top lip is sweating right now.
I know. I can't feel down my mouth.
I'm warm. My mouth feels pretty numb right now. What I was going to tell you about Cy Ferry was, he ate a really hot chicken. Oh, I don't even know if he ate a really hot chicken wing in his podcast or whatever, doing some challenge and he had to phone an ambulance.
What?
He went up to an E because he thought he was going to have like a seizure on it. And I was like, I was going to tell you that when you were like saying how spicy it was, and I was like, nah, I better not fucking say anything.
That is crazy. Food like that exists.
I know, but like, I just think like, bro, fucking pull the trousers up a wee bit. It's a hot wing and you're phoning an ambulance, man. That is a bit creepy, eh? Sorry, Si, but that is like, you're like, come on to fuck, man. Jeez, oh. Right, well, Megano, thank you so much for coming on. It was really fun.
Oh, my pleasure.
I appreciated it. And yeah, hopefully we'll run it up again soon at some point.
Order the kit.
Yeah. Oh, no, we're cute. Do you want it?
Yeah, I would.
You actually do want to try this?
I would try it.
So like the hottest one, I'm actually pissing a sweat here, so like the hottest one that they've got, what you want to try that?
Yeah, I would.
Let's shake on it, G, and then we'll get you back on. Right, thanks so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Right, cheers, thanks.